You back, King. It's been 2 weeks.
Man,
Yeah. It's been a long, productive 2 weeks, bro.
major facts, man.
Yes, sir. Let's open it up.
Yes, sir.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, and Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee alone do we serve. Thee alone do we beseech for divine aid. Guide us on the right path, the path upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not upon whom thy wrath has been brought down, nor upon those who go astray. Amen. Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's
2
good to be
weeks.
back. Yep. 2 weeks. Yeah. It's half a month.
We've been working, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've been working.
Nonstop. Yeah. We've been working, and then the enemy's been working.
Oh, come on.
That's what he does.
Enemy gonna always work.
He's busy. You gotta give credit where credit is due. He stays busy, man. Yeah.
Cheers.
He's 24 hours.
Cheers to the enemy.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah. Props, bro. Yeah, man. But like last time we was in Cancer, we was in the season of Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're in Leo. And
yes, sir.
yeah, bro, like, thank God. And it's impeccable timing because the stakes are getting higher.
Yeah.
Right? And it's we left our emotions, really just diving into our emotions, and now we flexing on the ego, right? And I'll say for myself, like, I feel fucking good, bro. I feel good.
Definitely.
No, I feel good, bro. And like, I feel good knowing that I've got my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're there, and then they're my toolkit, right? And I know that they're there, but they're not on the forefront of my being. Like, I don't feel like I'm about to just break down all the time. Now I'm just like, oh, they're there, but your boy's back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's back for the time to rise, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I really feel like, we're both lions, like, coming up, and I'm like, I've never been less scared in my life, and we were built for this moment, bro.
Definitely.
Like, we were built for these times. And
the more it's happening, the more you see it, the more you realize, this is, you've been prepared, you've been groomed, you've been guided, you've been protected, you've been shielded, and you've been also thrown out into the wilderness.
Absolutely.
To be it for the development. You've been developed for this, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. And it's like, what's a fighter without a fight? What's a soldier without a war, bro? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm realizing. And I feel like, we on the boats in Normandy, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm ready. I'm not cowering down. And it's like, I don't even say during Cancer season I was cowering down. I was just like, oh man, worried about myself.
Yeah.
I went to war against myself.
As you should.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Man, that's what that 6 and the 9 is, man.
Yeah,
it's a constant spiral.
I went to war against myself to face the external war that we're in right now. Yeah, and if you can confront the turmoil and warfare within, bro, what's this bullshit out here? What's this external environment, this illusion? It's nothing. And that's literally what it feels like right now. Like, I went through my shit. You went through yours. We both did.
Definitely.
Yeah, and it was hell, right?
Definitely.
By design.
Definitely.
To get us right into the moment that we're currently in present time. And I'm telling you, like, right now, bro, I'm ready.
It's funny because this is my first Ramadan.
Yeah.
So you felt like that purge prepare you to a degree for the chaotic Cancer season. You know what I'm saying? And then
Ramadan to Cancer, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
So you have to cleanse and detox and get rid of stuff.
It's a spiritual detox.
And then get prepared for all this chaos.
This chaos right now, bro.
And while everybody else was getting sick and everything, we got detox. And so when we weren't really affected. We had a little, we had to sit down for a little bit during beginning of Cancer season.
Sit down,
Ultimately, we had already really did a detox and a cleanse and cleanse our body and prepare for this crazy season. Yeah. And then when you make it through that, like you said, you feel that like, nah, it's Leo. I'm feeling like the line is back.
King, bro.
And my Mars and my Venus are both in Leo. So
that explains a lot.
and they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
like it's like boom, 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 and they're both in the same house too. So like
understood.
They work together.
Understood.
Both my Leos are like it's like two twin lions.
Ooh.
Like once again like Scar Mufasa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
They got to work together.
Absolutely.
So I'm definitely feeling it, man.
Yeah, I feel
in career and my life and my relationships and my interactions.
Everything. It's everything.
And
I feel like a different. I feel like a different human being, bro. It's
Definitely.
like beyond like being on one doesn't even describe it. It's like you aren't fucking with me right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel, because I've been in on myself, waged war against that, purged the evils within. Like we literally audited all of our weak spots.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Family, relationships, all of them. Because now that we've addressed, and not just looked at them, we had to handle them.
Definitely.
Because you can't do nothing. Doing nothing about it in regard to a problem is nothing. It's not a solution. It's an exacerbation of the problem. So we were forced not just to confront our issues, but actually start being cause over them, not the effect of our problems, being cause. So we got a hand. They're not solved by no means, by no stretch.
No.
Right? No, they're there, but we got cause over them.
And that's the micro of the macro.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Because like that's the same type of energy that we're navigating through this world in.
Absolutely.
Right? Like,
yeah.
Like an example, I was supposed to do like an internship, right? And I wasn't able to do the internship because the people who facilitate the internship, they saw some unforeseen problems during COVID, so I wasn't able to do it with them.
Oh, okay, understand.
So then, but when I had noticed that they weren't doing it with me, of course, during cancer season, my feelings got hurt because I care about the internship. But I said, you know what? It's not about me. Just stay back. So today I bumped into the facilitators of the internship. Yeah. And they said, oh, we're sorry, but we got some problems. And I was like, well, I had solutions. We could have did that like this. We could have did that like this. I have equipment. I have a solar generator like this. Like we couldn't use a kitchen. I'm like, man, we could have, you know what I'm saying? That could have easily been solved, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh man. Then I'm like, bro, like once again, like the reason why I was recognized in my communities because I know how to solve these problems. Absolutely. The reason I was recognized on a state level, or at least recommended to go work with the state, it was because on a small scale, I know how to solve these problems. My life has shown I have systems and things in place to solve these big problems. Yeah. And then when I spoke with the USDA, people who were listening, they were like, oh, like, you know how to solve these problems. Yeah. Even if it's at scale or small, you still know how to solve the problem. So you can scale that. So long story short, we know how to solve nationwide problems, bro.
Yeah.
We know how to do it.
Yeah.
Now, and all the scale part is just funding and team and infrastructure and things of that nature.
That's it.
But the solution to the problem, like you said, you learned how to deal with these things.
That's right.
They're not fixed yet, but you still know how to deal with them. And that's underrated. Knowing a solution is, even if you haven't fully implemented the solution, but the fact that you have the knowledge of the solution is...
It's everything.
That's the macro, man.
That's the macro.
That's the macro.
You got to think, building a business, building a nation, it's problem solving.
Exactly.
Niggas got to eat. How we going to grow food?
We got to eat. We got to have shelter. We got to have clothes. We got to generate. We got to have jobs.
These are problems.
We got. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And
I know the answer to I know the solution to the problem.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, and I know that the solution to the problem is not doing nothing about it and complaining about it. Yeah, and we spoke about that last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just call. No, you got to. What is the solution to the problem that you're calling out?
Yeah.
Right. You just calling out the problem. You're making the problem bigger than what it is by giving energy to it. But yeah, so
you talked about that.
Yeah, man.
But it's still that's the concurring energy. Is like I shifted my focus the beginning of last year before COVID was I'm going to be more solution oriented.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to focus on the solutions. And then as I've started that journey, as you start that journey, as we all start that journey of like, hey, we're going to focus more on solutions, we get pressed with bigger problems. But since we have already shifted our mind to solutions, we finding solutions to bigger problems.
Absolutely.
Which now people with bigger problems saying, hey, I see that you can solve those problems, so come help solve these bigger problems. And then you take the same model and you're like, wait a minute, you can solve these bigger problems. And then now people are like, no, like I said, like we were telling people 2 weeks ago, like, nah, it's real.
It's real.
We're going to get a lot of land. Yeah. We're going to employ our people. We're going to feed our people.
That's right.
Because the fact that we have the solution-oriented mind and we operate as Allah, as God, now people who actually have implementation of the solution are being manifested into our reality. So it's not even simply we have the solution.
No, bro.
But we are actually actively networking and building.
That's right.
And interlocking and connecting with the people, with the actual infrastructure solutions, because we have the solution.
That's right.
In their mindset.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Which has put us in the awareness of the people with the solution.
That's right. And it was a lot going deeper into our own personal problems that allows it, clearing that up.
Yeah.
So now we're all solution.
Yeah.
Now we're forward. Now we're present. Now we're looking forward. Now.
Yeah.
And then also we got a handle on what's going on back here. Got a handle on this, and now let's fucking go, bro. We got problems. Let's go.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? Let's do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the beauty of this time right now, because now it's like now we feel unconquerable. Right?
Yeah.
Because we did the dirty work.
Yeah.
You know, we did the dirty work of going deep in on self. Allah forced us to that.
Literally, bro.
Yeah, and
it's so deep. What you're saying right now is deep because you talking to my life, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm talking fuck your life. Talking about my life, bro. No, my shit was bad. We haven't even talked about it to each other about our own thing, because I didn't want to bring it because I knew you were going through it. I was like, nah, I got it. He got his. It's not even worth the time to even talk about it. But bro, it's like it's real.
It's real.
It's real, bro. It was real. It still is real. But
it's still real.
It's still real.
It's still real.
But it's like, yeah, man. It's like now that we're back to being the God. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
it's real and different compared. Like my thing I had to work through was feeling like, example, when we're gonna quick little teaser.
Yeah.
Our promo for season 2 of Hood and Healthy. Hood and Healthy season 2, we're gonna be in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
And Hawaii was my thing for me, bro. That was my ultimate selfishness.
Yeah.
The most difficult thing I've ever had to do in my life was...
Let's clear Hood and Healthy. Hood and Healthy, your show.
Hood and Healthy show. Yeah, a show that me and BR Form and the Compton Community Garden came together to create.
Yes, sir.
Which I teach people how to navigate through the food desert. And we're creating season 2.
Yes, sir.
And we're going back to Hawaii to film season 2.
Understood.
The hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life was let go of Hawaii. Was to let go of being selfish, because I knew that I had a greater calling in my life.
Yeah.
And my little brother checked me. So I let go of that, came back to the hood.
Yeah.
Came back to Compton.
You came back from Hawaii. You were living in Hawaii.
I lived in Hawaii. Yeah, I let go of living in Hawaii to come back to Compton. So, like you said, that small thing, because I had, and then when I wasn't planning to open a restaurant, but I had to let go of opening a restaurant because I had to realize we had to get our step 1, which was working with the Compton Community Garden. So even having to go from wanting to do something big, ego, to go back to, no, I got to fix this macro.
Yes, sir.
Then fixing that macro allowed me to tap in with the city.
Yes, sir.
Right? And then tapping in with the city allowed me to tap in with the state.
Yes, sir.
Tapping in with the state is now putting me in a position to allow me to tap in with the national.
That's right.
So it was like I had to go back to deal with me and deal with my mess. Like Simba had to go back to Pride Rock.
That's right, bro.
Right? You get what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
the Haru's journey.
We went back to Pride Rock.
Yeah, I had to go back to Pride Rock. So I didn't plan
Scar done fucked everything up, bro. Oh man, that's what it was. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm still dealing with Scar
because I still, and back to like the context of the youth leadership thing that I was talking about. What I love doing that, and me not being able to do that, it still hurt, because that's still like the core of everything I'm trying to do on this big scale. The core of it is still making sure that the young people in my community have a better life.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? I'm still at the foundation. I'm still going to make sure that my hood is taken care of.
Damn straight.
You get what I'm saying? My family's taken care of. My homies are taken care of. My community taken care of.
Yes, sir.
And then from that, everybody, hopefully in time, I'll be able to impact other communities and impact the world and impact the nation.
Yeah.
But definitely the foundation is still, man, you got it, like you said, taken care of like that. That's step 1.
Yeah.
You know? Because going back, had I not came back in there step 1, I'd still be in Hawaii right now. Who knows what I'd be if I'd be in Hawaii? Who knows?
Who knows, man?
Who knows?
Who knows, man?
Who knows?
Yeah. So we had. It's just so great knowing, and the takeaway from what we went through is like it's all temporary, bro. Because even when I was in it, no, don't get it twisted. I knew that it was all temporary, but even me, I was like, is this temporary? In the moment, I was like, man, is this my new reality? Am I gonna be like this forever, bro?
Facts, bro.
You know, you've been there. We was there. I was there, bro. Heavy.
I'm in here all the time.
Yeah,
like we still feel like that sometimes.
I go back,
we still go there.
But yeah, during cancer, it was like just days at a time. I was like, oh man, this. I'm just gonna be like this forever, man. Oh no. Yeah. So, but now that I'm not like that anymore, I can appreciate that. And it's not even bad or good. It's just a thing. It was an experience. I can appreciate that experience because I know that like I got through it, you know, and so that gives me a framework for like, okay, well, that was me then. This is me now. Okay, now I know what I gotta do.
Exactly.
Yeah, now I know what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Right. And like now it's like having gone through that, like it was brutal. Like it was. I haven't been in on myself like that in my entire this life. I ain't been in myself, but I was in there, and I'm uncovering deep shit, Brand, that I haven't looked at.
Like Tony said, you was clearing.
It's clearing
in our own way.
I was clearing it up, and it's still there. But like the fact that that I've made it through, and like now I can now I'm like me and you, we built a fucking kingdom, you know, and that's, I wake up every day and that's what it feels like. And it's already there. You know what I'm saying? And I wake up and I feel it and I'm like, okay, all right, it's that time.
Just catching up to it.
It's that time, bro. It is that time. Like we were literally made for these times.
Definitely.
You know, and I'm noticing people are cowering down or just being quiet, but then now those people are just like kind of like looking at me at the side of their eye and be like, "Oh, what we gonna do, bro?"
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, I got you.
We got you, bro.
We got you.
The same thing we've been saying. Do the same thing we've been saying. Let's do.
That's right.
These are things we've been saying. Like I've been saying this.
That's right.
I'm not saying nothing different. I'm more so saying it I'm saying at scale. Like I said, we wrote a book. An introduction to organic gardening book. Yeah. We wrote it last year during COVID.
That's right.
Because my teacher has been telling us for years that we're not prepared for natural disasters.
Oh, absolutely not.
And that we don't know how to grow our own food and we don't know how natural resources.
Absolutely not.
And we have no relationship. Like my teacher told me years ago how racist the USDA is. Yeah. So that's why it's funny now because it's like I'm hearing some people look at me like, you know, like, bro, like, you know they're racist, right? Like, why are you quote unquote champion for the USDA?
Good question.
And it's like, nobody knows they're racist more than me.
Absolutely, yeah.
Once again, I'm a solution person.
That's right.
So I would just ask to go talk to the USDA and tell them things and show them things that they can do better.
That's right. That's right, man. So right? I'm not going to mess with white people because they're racist. Like white people are racist. That's what they do. That's the foundation of this country.
Yeah.
And agriculture is the foundation of this country. So of course the USDA is quote unquote racist, but that doesn't mean there's not opportunity.
It doesn't mean it's doesn't mean it's not what it is.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's like we can, if anything, is going to continue to remain like this. Yeah. Because sometimes when we don't like racism, it's like I don't like them, so I'm going to leave them alone. Sometimes we have that's an emotion.
That's an emotion,
and we have to push through.
It's an avoidance of hurt. You don't want to.
Yes,
yes.
That's
what it is.
I don't want to work with them because I'm gonna get let down.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
And I get it, but at the same time, we also have to keep in context. There have been people, I'm learning that too. There have been people our elders who have dedicated their lives to get us to this point for people like me to be able to have the conversations.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? There are elders who have spent 40 years passing bills, passing laws, and those are the ones that most of us don't know about because they're not on TV, they're not on Instagram, they don't have a blue check, they're not on Snapchat, they're not on YouTube. But there are a lot of our elders who have really invested a lot of time and energy into building infrastructure, networking, and getting rejected, and having lawsuits and doing the groundwork to make sure that our generation can be able to even be recognized to be able to do these things. So it's like, to me, it's extremely, to me, in my perspective, it's disrespectful to the work of our elders and our ancestors to be afforded this privilege and this honor to be able to really impact our community on a national level, and let my ego just say, nah, I'm gonna do it over here. I don't want to work with you over here.
Yeah.
What?
No, that's
Come on, man. This is America, bro.
It's America.
This
man.
is not and life isn't fair.
That's right.
Everybody doesn't like me.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want us to succeed and win. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That is very
People
true.
don't want us to win.
Yeah, but what you realize is business, it's all finesse. Anything could be finesse.
Yeah.
So you're gonna leave billions of dollars on the table because your feelings might get hurt?
Hundreds.
No, hundreds. No, that's absurd because some people are quote unquote racist.
Yeah.
It's a fucking label.
I get it. It's the system.
Yeah, I understand. But what you're really saying is you're in your feelings. And I understand too. I was in my feelings all the past 2 months, bro.
I get it.
I literally feel you, bro.
it.
I feel you, bro.
Like I said, I wrote a book about it.
Yeah,
I feel it. I get it.
But I'm just not I'm not gonna see $1 billion of opportunity and just turn a blind eye, given who I am. It's not my nature. You know what I'm saying? If I could finesse $1 billion to build a nation, no strings attached. You know what I mean? Like,
especially when
I'm not gonna not look at that, bro.
Especially knowing that there are elders who have paved the way.
Yeah.
To get us to this point. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And especially knowing, like you said, in the also context, knowing that we have been groomed and protected and we have been guided and we have been put in this position.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Even I'll tell you, talking to the people who have groomed me, and even though I was let down about not being able to be a part of this youth orientation, the youth, I'm slipping the word, but like, just working with the youth for like 2 weeks, right?
Okay, understood.
And then them telling
the internship.
That's the word. Yeah, you working with this and not being able to do internship, and then them telling me that like all the youth were upset that I wasn't a part of the internship.
Understood.
Right, but also just telling them like, hey, this is what I'm doing, and they're like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, you guys have groomed me to be at this position, and you're like, the people who have prepared me for this are still surprised at the level that I'm at.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm still processing the things I'm doing, like they're astronomical and they're micro of the macro because I'm around people like you, people like I said, going into BWO, shout out to BWO.
That's right.
Going to that wealth standard exchange launch.
You went to New York last week.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
And that's like, that's an astronomical phenomenon. It was, I've never been in anything like that, man. It was so regal.
Yeah.
But it's also so us, man. We was turned up, partying, having a blast, drinking.
Let's explain what happened. BWO.
Black World Order.
Building Wealth Opportunities. An organization that we're both part of.
Yes.
Had its the WSX.
Yes.
World Stock Exchange.
No.
Sorry.
Wealth Standard Exchange.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's a cryptocurrency and forex exchange market.
Yes, sir.
Where we're going to be able to connect with MetaTrader.
Understand.
And be able to, trade forex and trade crypto.
Yeah, it's an exchange.
Yes, an exchange.
It's a black-owned exchange.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, sir.
And
you went to the opening party. Last Friday.
Yeah.
Or last weekend.
Yes,
sir.
And they have a auto trader.
Yes, sir.
With that I purchased.
That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the point is, you went.
This is monumental, astronomical stuff that we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like our own exchange market with an automated trader that can assist you with removing your emotions from the trading.
That's right.
Take your L's, take your W's, but just where we are in history, bro.
Yeah, man.
And knowing that the things we're doing also have there's another auto trader that can trade, the S&P 500, the Russell 2000, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, crude oil, gold. Like and I have that.
Yes, sir.
And like the things that we're doing are just astronomical. And being in this event where we're talking about this stuff, and we're talking about farming, land, agriculture, investing, cryptocurrency, foreign exchange market, getting land. And mind you, it's us, man.
Yeah.
Fly, Rigo, laughing, drinking, toasting each other, taking pictures with each other, just celebrating each other, celebrating the success of the founders. Shout out to the founders, you know, Dr. Chris Cole, Dr. Jake Taylor Jacobs, Brother Ben X, 19 Keys. You know, like just celebrating these leaders of our culture, celebrating each other, celebrating knowing that there has already been a paradigm shift. The shift has already happened.
Yeah, it's here.
And knowing that we are positioning ourselves to be a part of the 1% and really stand on that, really accepting that as well. That like, yo, it's here, it's real. So with that, I'll definitely want to do my best to make sure that we keep bringing that energy to the agriculture as well. Absolutely. And bring that type of energy to reshaping and redeveloping the masses of people's mind when it comes to agriculture, because agriculture isn't just farming.
That's our objective, is really reshaping the masses' mind when it comes to agriculture. Getting rid of the mentality like, oh, that's for them over there, that's for the low class people, that's for poor people. No, absolutely not. Agriculture is the foundation of civilization. So what we've got to do is really get all of our people to internalize that notion and actually act upon it. Okay, if agriculture is the foundation of civilization, what are you doing yourself to engage yourself into the agriculture of your nation, of your country, period? Like, it's at this point, given all the recent events and what's happening, it's like, what are you doing? Okay, you may not want to take a vaccine, but you don't have an alternative if your job is forcing you and you haven't developed any other alternative ecosystem. What are you going to do? The point right now is you must do something, right?
And
if you don't do something, you're going to end up taking a vaccine when you don't want to take the vaccine.
If you can't go in their grocery stores, if you can't go into their gyms, if you can't do the things that normal societies do,
that's right.
What are you gonna do? Some people are gonna take it.
That's right,
and that's okay.
A lot of people are
gonna take it. That's
right.
Okay.
Yeah,
mind you got it. Yeah, but there are some of us who say I'm not being experimented on. No more.
Absolutely not.
I'm no longer being experimented on.
No.
Especially when I know that we have the capacity to go build our own infrastructure.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We can do it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy. It's not a magic wand.
No.
We can't have instant gratification.
No.
But it is possible to go to do if we set our minds to it.
That's right.
And that's all I want to leave my people with.
That's it.
Like, we can do this. Even if our generation is who just takes it up another notch and make sure that the next generation has readily available, so be it.
Yeah.
If I gotta dedicate my life to putting things in place for the next generation, so be it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the past generation have dedicated their life for us. And that goes back to nationality and nationhood, because nationhood, a lot of the American psychology is individualism. I got me, mine, that's all, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, no, nationhood is like, there are things that are deeper than me. You know, I love studying, like, you know, different Asian cultures, because some Japanese cultures and Chinese cultures, it's
pretty much all Asian. It's not the individual mindset.
It's like, no, bro, you don't care about your happiness, bro. Happiness.
What?
What's your passions?
You look at Asian couples, they ain't happy.
What?
They're busy.
This is
they work.
This is duty.
It's straight.
This is nationhood. This is
duty.
You know,
duty. You see the duty in Asian families, and you see the discipline, right? Yeah, it ain't about happiness. It's about, there's priorities. Their priority is like, no.
There are things that are much bigger than how you feel, and you're you're feeling good.
Yeah, they don't do fairy tales.
They don't do them. That's an American thing. Fantasy. Americans love fantasy.
That's why.
And I've been having those conversations too. Like, we got to turn that fantasy stuff off.
Oh, bro, let's look at the example of arranged marriages, where it's really just two families being like, yo, this is a good connect. Y'all start liking each other. Let's build something. Yeah. That's all it is.
That's what it is.
And then we judge them, and that while at the same time we on Tinder. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
And we have the highest rate of divorce.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because we're getting married for love.
For love. That fairy tale bullshit, bro.
For love.
Like we pass fairy tales, bro.
We're past fairy tales.
And then let's be real. The fairy tale right now is like, oh, everything's gonna get back to fucking normal. So I'll just take it back. It's a fucking fairy tale. It's a fairy tale, bro. It's a fairy tale. And then like everyone's drinking that Kool-Aid, and then they disparage people like us who we ain't about that life. We ain't gonna lie to you niggas, bro. Like,
we haven't recovered from the 2008 stock market crash.
Absolutely not. No, we have not. No, we have not. No, everyone just worked more after that happened.
Black people still haven't recovered from slavery.
No.
Such to the point where not only are we removed from the USDA agriculture, but we have a disdain. We have a negative relationship. We have an internal deep level of trauma collectively when it comes to farming and agriculture, to the point where we look at it negatively.
Very negatively.
And we have a deep negative relationship with the entire governmental system, to the point where we don't even want to understand it or learn it.
We don't. Yeah, that's a problem. You don't even want to understand.
We don't even want to know. I don't. Nope. The government. Nope.
Yeah.
That's just anything that has to do with that one word. Nope. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah.
Collectively, not all of us, but if you look at scale, like government. Nope. Boom. Shut it down. Nope.
Right.
I don't know. USDA, nope, I don't know. I don't know who they are. Yeah. Shut them down.
No. Yeah. So you don't know. People with that attitude don't understand the gravity of the opportunity that they're leaving on the table with that attitude. Right.
And the gravity of it's able to continue.
Yeah.
The things we don't like are able to continue because we don't want to face it.
It's real.
And I get it, because facing it is not easy.
It's not easy.
Like, I know the USDA is racist.
Yeah. Yeah. Just how, let's be real, like just how facing our own stuff is not easy.
Exactly.
But you got to face it. You got to face it.
You got to.
You got to face it. You want to eat? You want to have land? You need to talk to the people who are the stewards of the land right now. What are you gonna do about it?
At least understand it. That's my point.
Right. You gotta understand
at least learn it. I feel like at least learn it. Even if we don't want to. I get people who say we don't want to work with. We don't want.
I understand.
Got it.
Yeah.
But the fact that we don't understand the infrastructure is a micro of a macro, because we don't understand infrastructure.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as like chain of command, different departments, different committees, different advisors.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? There's levels to infrastructure, law, economics, equity, land, you know what I'm saying? Media, marketing, outreach, technical, IT. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's so many levels to infrastructure that most of us at scale don't know.
Yeah.
Because we've never had to build something from the ground up.
We have not. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We've never had to partake in getting involved in the marketplace itself.
That's right.
We've partaken in being employed.
Yeah. Enslaved and employed, which is pretty much the same thing.
Exactly.
You're not the owner. You're not the owner operator. It's a different mentality when you're the director and the owner of an enterprise than being an employee or a slave of an enterprise.
Yeah.
Because we haven't been in that position in the Western Hemisphere, in that we haven't had that role of owner operator. It's responsibility.
Yeah.
And as a responsible human being, you can't just write off opportunity. Mm-hmm. You can't. Or resources. Yeah. You have to research. You have to understand what it is that you want to accomplish, and you need to go to the places where you can do that. So, and that's an attitude devoid of emotion, of like what this industry has done to my people. I understand.
Yeah,
I completely understand.
Definitely.
But you got to understand what's really going on in this country that you currently pay taxes for and live in. That's right.
Yes.
What you're going to have to do, because you're going to have to learn how this works, what works and doesn't work, and what's currently operating, and then take that and build your own with it, and then become responsible. Right.
Come on.
Because what is
steward?
Steward. It's like
back to trust, and this whole thing is our trusts.
That's right.
The S&P 500, the the Dow, the Nasdaq, the Russell, like these are our trusts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like we have to be stewards of the trust.
That's right.
On the macro, and then we can be stewards of our own trust and our own estate.
Yeah.
Because now, like we were talking about with Brother Ela, like a state is a state. Like the whole nation is a macro of your individual micro, and we don't learn the macro or the micro.
No.
So we don't understand trusts. We don't understand estates. We don't understand how to have our affairs in order.
No.
We don't understand how to build infrastructure.
No.
We don't understand how to take the time to build something that has legacy. And like you said, resource is the number one thing. We chase money. We chase the dollar bill. And we got to stop chasing the dollar bill because the dollar bill is readily available.
That's right.
Because they print it every day. It's make-believe fiat.
Yeah.
And it's a part of an actual, there's a budget. You know what I'm saying? Like the fiat that we exude is a part of our actual budget. There are people and institutions and departments that go over how much currency, how much energy is exchanged, and then how to distribute that energy. So it's like, at the minimum, learning these different departments is teaching us nation building.
That's right.
You know,
that's correct. Yeah.
And that's my thing. Like, let's learn nation building.
That's right.
It's easy to say we don't want to do it. Okay, well, okay, fine. I kind of, that's something like, okay, if somebody gave you $500 billion, would you know how to properly put things in place to where it gets distributed and it gets distributed the correct way?
Because what is a nation is administration. That's right. Rulership, that's administration. You got to have chain of command. You've got to have departments. You got to have responsibilities. You got to have a flow of information. It's administration, man. So you're going to tell me you're going to ignore the administrative order of this country, and then at the same time talk about you want to be free? You want to be free? What the fuck you going to do? How you going to structure your affairs, bro? So that's
you know what I'm saying? We got to play long game. That's my point. And that's what agriculture you have to play long game, and you have to continuously think forward.
That's right.
Because now you're working with nature. You're working with the Holy Spirit. You're working with Mother Nature, the Mother Nature. You're working with time, space, reality. You're working with nature and with the elements.
Yeah.
It shifts your entire mind.
Yeah.
And I understand why they have removed us from agriculture, because it shifts everything.
It changes
because
it changes it changes your being.
It changes your being.
Yeah,
you are becoming Asyr now.
That's right. Yeah.
Because you are tapping into nature.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
the flag of the American flag is based off of the throne of Asyr for a reason. It's not an accident. You know what I'm saying? Because as you are learning this intense feminine energy, which is chaos, aka nature, you're learning it, you working with it, you actively understanding it, learning it, distributing it, processing it, doing the full spectrum of working with nature. You are stepping into intense wealth.
That's right.
And abundance and prosperity. Like I said, another name for Asyr is the god of corn. Corn comes from America.
Yeah.
And that's one of the names of Asyr.
I understand.
So it's like that's not an accident to me. That it's a reason that we are very wealthy. We just don't operate our own wealth because we don't operate our own wealth. You know, like micro, macro. You can build wealth from growing food in your backyard right now.
Yeah.
You know, right now you can get 1 acre and you can build wealth.
That's right.
And you can scale and have 2 and have 3 and have 4 and have 100.
Yeah.
And have 300.
Mm-hmm.
The president of CDFA, I believe he has like 9,000.
Yeah, acres. Understood. Yeah, and
so people talking. That's what I'm like. People talking like people saying we playing small.
That's right.
If there are institutions and companies that have 9,000, Bill Gates has, stupid. Like I'm not, and it doesn't mean like hoard it and say let's get these to hoard, but like no, just understand that there is a lot of nature. Nature is vast.
Yeah, it's vast.
And we have the capacity to access it and feed ourselves and house ourselves and develop our own communities.
Yeah, that's right.
And employ ourselves.
That's right. And that is the solution to what is currently transpiring right now, which is they're trying to force you to take a vaccine and be a part of their system. So if you don't want to do that, you really have to start thinking how we're thinking, which is, what does independence look like, right? Mm-hmm. What does separation look like? What does nationhood look like? What does being self-sufficient look like? Mm-hmm. What do I have to do, right? Mm-hmm. Well, you gotta feed yourself. You need land to do that, right?
Yeah.
So,
and house yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Because if you can't go to work, because let's be clear, they're not gonna let y'all work either.
That's right.
You can't go get fiat from that boss. And you can't go get no food from that store.
That's right.
And in time, they might say, we're not going to let you in this public transportation.
That's right. Yep.
We're not going to let you in this bank.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to get, the slope's going to get slippery.
Yeah. They're already here. So it's like, how are you you got to think, you need food, you need shelter, you need communication. How are you securing those in these times? Right. And being solutionary, we're involved in agriculture. We're involved in food addition. We have companies that are involved in these solutionary tactics. Right. So that doesn't mean they're perfect, but that means that, we're not just out here capping. We're like, oh, no, we built companies to prepare for these times. Right.
Definitely. And I know, like I said, I'm actively building the networks.
Yeah.
And I'm actively reaching out to the elders. I'm actively reaching out to the people who are in these positions. I'm actively reaching out to the people who have the land and have the know-how and have the insight. And they're actively reaching back to me too.
Yeah.
They're actively saying, no, we believe in you.
Yeah.
And we believe in the people that are surrounding you.
That's right.
So, like, because I'm still processing that. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not like it says Leo season. So it's not like, oh, look at me, I'm the answer to everything. But it's like, no, I know that I'm on the right path.
That's right.
And I know based upon looking at the data, this isn't about how I feel. This is looking at the actual date. Like I said, I spent the whole flight home from New York reading the 2021 USDA budget.
Yeah. Yeah.
And still processing my mind of what I'm reading, which is like this $146 billion budget.
Yes, sir.
That is going to be distributed.
Yeah.
To so many different micro departments and so many different parts that I've never heard of, that most of us have never heard of.
I understand. Yeah, and you left Cancer season, and then you left your feelings in Cancer season to assume your role in Leo season. Yeah. That's the point. Yeah. Now, you're assuming your role. You're assuming your inheritance, right? That's what it comes down to.
Definitely.
Yeah, and assuming the requisite responsibility, and the way we feel. It's like all these things that are happening, we see them, and it's just like we're not perturbed by them because we have the vision in place, right? We have the solutions. We're working on the solutions, right? So, what the feeling we feel now, it's like ready and responsible. Right? It's like, okay. We have been prepared for this moment, not just to survive, but also to lead others towards that route.
Definitely.
Because other people haven't been given the same circumstances we had that forced us to back to the land.
Yeah.
I've been back to the land for 10 years now. Now I'm just like, I've known that. I've operated with the full knowledge. It's like, we need to go back to the land. We need to be self-sufficient. And then now circumstances are now forcing myself to actually really be about that life. And so by default, I am a leader. I'm the vanguard.
Definitely.
Because people have been caught up in Babylon, caught up in this matrix and not knowing, being caught off guard, just by not building alternatives, by just assuming everything was going to be fine or assuming that everything was going to get back to normal. Right? So now people are going to be like, oh, what am I going to do? Right, well, here.
Let's try something different.
Let's try something different. And we got the solutions for you.
Definitely.
You need bulk goods. You need plants. You need seeds. We got you.
Definitely.
That's our job.
The vanguard.
That's our job.
And that's the real money.
Exactly.
And that's the real wealth.
That's right.
Like I said, it's not about the fiat to me. Like I'm learning the budget to understand the value.
That's right.
Not to focus on the fiat, but to understand that fiat represents a value.
That's right. Ooh,
you get what I'm saying? That fiat, because that fiat is going. That's the consistent budget.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the fiat, the value is there every year. You get what I'm saying? The value is the value.
That's right.
The value doesn't change.
Yeah.
If anything, the value is rising.
Yeah, that's right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That manifests itself into these numbers of fiat.
Yeah.
But that value of what it is that we're doing is worth that. So I am understanding the value of learning this is worth billions of dollars.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
so I'm
right.
trying to, that's the part I want people to understand.
That's right.
Not to focus on the fiat, but to understand the value of agriculture in this country.
Yeah.
That there's a budget of over $140 billion this year.
Yeah.
And that's like sometimes they do like because I heard that my elder told me over the past 4 years, it was been like 800 billion.
Yeah.
Right. Like the value of agriculture is rising, especially during these times.
Yeah.
So the wealthy are getting wealthier. The farmers, the people who are doing this, are making more.
Yeah.
So they, on one hand, there have been so many bills passed that they have to create an equity act. Now, the equity act has kind of uncovered certain things, but they're still not going to tell you the full story.
Yeah.
Right? They're still not going to make sure that you have land and have access to land. They're going to tell you that you don't have land. We're seeing the fact, but black people make up less than 5% of farmers in this country.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. 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 That's not surprising at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So if we are at least 15% of the population or whatever, 12, 15% of the population.
Yeah, between 13.
Okay, shoot it.
Yeah.
If we're 13% of the population, but we are around 1% of the farmers, even if we did our 13%, we're talking 13% of 150 billion every year.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'll astronomically, and then we circulate that 13%.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's at those. We're dealing with astronomical value.
I understand.
And astronomical land.
Yeah.
And we're dealing with like, it sounds it's a big deal that we're not doing this.
Yeah.
It shapes our entire culture.
Yeah, I understand.
You know?
Yeah, and I think the attitude of people who would argue against you would be like, what's the point of depending on Babylon in this hour, right?
We don't have to depend on Babylon. I agree. What's the point of depending on Babylon? I definitely agree. But what's the point of not accessing your birthright?
That's true.
What's the point of acting like you're not paying? This is like Babylon is distributing your wealth.
Yeah.
What's the point of not learning your wealth and your value? And then even if we don't go to Babylon, understand the value of what we're doing so that way we can begin to generate and scale.
Yeah.
And okay, fine, we get our own microfinances, get our own black-owned business finances, get our own black-owned banks, finance, get our own. But once again, we gotta learn the industry.
That's right.
Where's the black-owned tractor companies?
Thank you. There is none. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta, given that.
Show me them.
The actual fact, like you saying less than, I'm sure it's less than 5% of farmers in the country are black. It's probably.
I believe like 1%.
Yeah, like that. So if that's the reality, then how are you going to bridge that gap of information, right? It's without going to the current administrators of farmland and stewards of farmland in this country. You're gonna have to.
It's
where are you gonna learn that information from?
What other industry do we not? Why is it that only for this industry? Because there is no other industry where there isn't some capacity of doing business and commerce with people of other cultures and other races.
That's right.
Every industry on the world, you do business with people of other cultures.
Yes, sir.
Just because we own it doesn't mean that it's limited to us. And just because somebody else owns it doesn't mean we shouldn't have access to it.
Yeah.
That's one thing I definitely work for, is making sure that we have access to these other things, because a lot of times we dealing with companies and organizations who want to build the wealth and then deny us access while allowing everybody else to have access and market to everybody else, but don't market to us. So that way we don't have access into it, because we got to remember, this is public. This is taxpayer dollars.
That's right.
This is public.
It's our money.
It's all, yeah.
It's our money.
It's not theirs.
No, it's ours.
That's what I'm saying. When we talk about the government, we like, no, there is no them.
It's you.
These are regular people who have jobs.
That's right.
Who are employed.
That's right.
And access funding.
Yeah.
Through loans, through grants, through scholarships, through working through schools, through working through institutions, through working through different dynamics of this budget, of our own money.
That's right.
So we have to put our emotions down.
Yeah.
Put our big boy pants on and stop focusing on things that we know aren't going to build us a nation.
That's right.
And at least, accept that the masses are going to focus on that, and us builders, are going to have to just keep building.
That's it.
And then we're going, and then be the ones who feed them.
That's right.
Fine, sure.
Yeah.
We'll just be the ones who feed you.
Feed the ones that make it.
Sure. Yeah. I'm at this point.
Yeah.
Y'all don't care? Fine.
Yeah.
When we have 1,000 acres and we have a fully sustainable, structured, organized farm, and we're feeding hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's not going to be like, I'm not going to be surprised.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to harbor any negative emotions.
Yeah.
But I get it. Everybody, I accept everybody's not going to pay attention to this. Like I told the last episode, I learned that. I have to really accept that. No. Everybody doesn't care.
No, most people
don't care.
Most people will not care.
But I'm going to still continue that to show and prove.
That's right.
And to train who wants to train, and to get people involved who wants to get involved, and wants to get this public information.
Yeah, it's about activating the like minds.
Yeah,
it's about finding those. It's about being the light. And so you can't expect universal acclaim for what we're doing. It's like, no, most people don't want to confront this problem because it's scary. Because people in this society, we're not hunter-gatherers anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone food's taken care of.
And there's no quick fix.
Yeah.
There's no like, we finna bust a check down.
No. There's no instant gratification in agriculture. So I understand the sentiment of people not really wanting to look at the land-based solutions, because it's difficult and it's not instant gratification. Everything's instant there's no Tinder to this shit, man. Right? No, not at all. So the people
and you have to change.
Yeah, thank you.
You have to get uncomfortable.
You gotta change.
Yeah.
Get uncomfortable, and then get rid of the fairy tale.
Get rid of fairy tale. Yeah. Got to.
We got to. And I think that's what unites us. We live in reality. You know, the reality of America, also the reality of the Black experience. It's like we look at our people and we're like, oh, we don't have shit. You know, we've long lived in that reality. We don't assume that like things are cool because of our present time, because we're taken care of, because we got a job or everything. No. This is an emergency that we've always been an emergency.
Yeah,
straight up.
Where I come from.
Yeah.
It's always like survival mode.
It's survival mode. So it's like, okay, well, we have that mentality, and what separates us from other people is like we take responsibility for being an emergency. When you're an emergency, you've got to do something.
Yeah,
right.
We're still in COVID, bro. Like it's still happening.
It's here.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's still a global pandemic.
That's right. So we've been this whole pandemic. All we've done is build, and so it's like I understand.
People want to go back to fairy tales.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but my point is like, we have long given up the fairy tale, and that's why it's so easy for us to talk during a pandemic. It's so easy for us to just. It is our nature to build. We're builders.
Yeah,
right. We're builders.
Definitely.
We're builders. We're going to continue building, and then other people are going to realize that fairy tale wasn't. It's cap. It's cap. Yeah, and even your vaccine doesn't work.
And it's very hard because they got the fairy tale on autopilot, man.
Yeah, man.
The fairy tale is on. The movies are constantly coming out. The sports are constantly coming on TV.
Yeah, man.
The TV is gonna keep running.
That's right.
The TV, they're not cutting that. They're gonna shut everything down. They're not shutting that down.
They ain't shutting TV down.
They're not shutting TV down, bro, or the movie theater.
No,
the movie,
sir.
they're not gonna shut the movies down.
No.
I enjoy watching movies, but I also try to I do my best to find the deeper concept.
I understand.
You get what I'm saying? And not let this just romanticize me, but also try to find what is the message that they're trying to communicate.
That's right.
For my entertainment.
I understand.
Because like you said, bro, I had to back to like the micro to macro, I let go of Hawaii, bro. I let go of the fantasy.
I understand. Let go of the
I let go of the fantasy.
Let go of the fantasy.
Because it's a fantasy.
Let go of the fantasy, man. That's a sign of maturity. No, it's a sign of maturity. And most grown-ups in this society haven't let go of the fantasy. It could be the fantasy of lottery tickets, like, well, maybe this time. Fantasy of politics working for me at an individual level.
Yeah.
The fantasy of us going back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fantasy of that this job.
Of good versus evil.
Yeah. That's real. Yeah. Of good versus bad guys and good guys.
Yeah. The fantasy of bad guys and good guys.
Yeah. The fantasy of Jesus coming from the sky that literally saved me. Right? It's all fantasy. It's all cap. It's all fantasy. And then, yeah. So
it's fantasy, bro.
It's fantasy.
I know that there are people who will be offended by us saying that.
But
it's
it's the truth.
It's fantasy, bro.
It's fantasy. It's fantasy. And the thing about
because look at the condition of our people.
That's right. Yeah. Ain't no fantasy about that, bro.
There's no fantasy.
It's a fucking nightmare.
I come from
nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
I grew up in an a naturally agricultural city that is considered a food desert.
It's crazy.
That has some of the best weather conditions in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Has some of the highest level of earthworms. Some of the best naturally loam soil, which is that dark brown perfect soil. The weather conditions in Compton are second to none. Damn near perfect weather.
But it's a food desert.
And it's a food
desert. It's a food desert. Yeah.
Wake up.
Yes, sir. Yeah. No, straight up. And it's a food desert because there's not enough incentive in the people to not make it one. There you go. It's as simple as that. There is not enough people who have decided, like, you know what? Let's grow our own food. Let's do it ourselves. Yeah, because you're living the fantasy that I'm everything. Well, first of all, the fantasy of everything's fine. Everything's cool. No, it's not.
It's not.
And also everything's going to be fine. So it's very difficult to people to jump from that fantasy. But once you realize you can't go to the grocery store, people got a little taste of it last year with stockouts, but it forces you to do something because you can't just cower up and hide.
That's fine. Yeah. We like you said, we got you.
Yeah, that's our job.
And that's the hard. Back to the hard part is we accepting taking on the mantle.
Yeah, that's right.
Like you're right. You guys are right. You're not going to do it. You're right. You won't do it.
That's right.
We'll do it.
That's our job. That's why we're here. That's why we've talked about being groomed, being prepared, being put in this. We were put here to be the light. We were put here to be the solution.
It's deep because facts.
Nah, bro.
Because the math,
this is our job.
A part of us talking about. Remember we talking about having that balance with our feminine energy, right?
Yeah.
That is a part of feminine energy or Asyr. Asyr goes out and searches for the dead body of Asyr, right? Or like Nala when she was like, I want to find help, right? That is a part of feminine energy. We have said we're going to go seek and figure this out and go find resources and go raise the flag and go call the alarm and let it be known we are trying to find solutions.
That's right.
To this problem.
Yeah.
And then find those solutions and then bring back and put that body of Asyr back together. Make sense of this.
That's right.
Put the head back. Put the long legs back.
Yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
Bring this back. Bring this higher level of thinking, this higher level of divine masculine thinking and embodiment back together.
That's right.
With our magic, with our meditation, with going within,
that's right.
with the constant reading,
all of it.
with educating ourselves.
That's right.
Right? The mother is the first teacher.
That's
so
right.
we are our mother to ourselves, teaching
That's
ourselves,
right. Yes, sir.
re-educating ourselves, right? Developing our Haru, raising our Haru.
Yes,
right? Literally raising our willpower, developing our willpower, strengthening our willpower, teaching our willpower about our lower self, teaching our willpower about our higher self. Right? Using that divine feminine energy that is within us, to make sense of this divine masculine, because we're always chasing Asyr. Asyr isn't here. Asyr is in the doo-wop. We're always aspiring to be Asyr, and the magic allows Asyr to come back down in reality and resurrect, and then birth Haru.
Absolutely.
And then go back to the doo-wop. So it's a constant cycle that we're always chasing.
That's right, man.
You get what I'm? We're always in the loop.
Yeah, and we've always, you and I both have, whether consciously or subconsciously, what doesn't really matter. We've cultivated our feminine energy.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You and I both were nice.
Definitely.
You and I both, growing up, we wanted to help, and we were nice.
I'm a nurturing.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm a nurturing.
I was nice, bro. I still am a nice guy. But like, even they call me gay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
Like,
people call me gay. People call me gay a lot.
Still,
and I had to not take it personal.
Yeah, man.
Because people associate. I've had women who feel so comfortable around me that they think I'm gay.
Yeah.
And then they find out I'm definitely not gay.
Yeah.
And then they're like surprised.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, you're surprised because you feel comfortable around me?
Straight up.
You feel comfortable around me because I'm not a threat to you.
Yeah, man.
You view non-threatening men as gay. That's your problem, not my problem. I don't view you as just a piece of meat. You're a human being.
That's right.
I can have a conversation with you and not try to insert my penis in you.
I understand, bro. I
can have a conversation with you, and not try to.
Yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to actually bring this up last time, but like I'm still traumatized from being called gay, being called faggot, being called all those labels, bro. Because I wasn't an asshole. Yeah. I was a nurturer. I'm a nice guy. I wanted to help people. I still want to help people. Yeah. That's why we're both here having this conversation, because we're the lights to guide the lost sheep. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
Period. So,
and mind you, I did have to learn how to cultivate my masculine energy to more so now. Yeah. People don't mistake me as gay anymore.
No.
But I do understand that
it doesn't happen anymore.
Nah.
Wow.
Not at all.
Not even close.
Not at
actually.
all.
Damn.
Not at all. But I understand. But I had to not take it personal.
Oh no.
Growing up, because I was very, like you said, just nice, polite, kind. I'm nice and kind, and
I wanted people to win. Right? Like
I still want people to win. I'm a big supporter, bro. I'm a supporter. I'm gonna cheer you on, bro. I'm gonna salute you.
Yeah.
And I'm still working on that too, because people try to, like, when you give them too much props, it's like, oh, bro. So I'll be balancing that, because I'll be wanting to shot everybody. I'll be wanting to champion everybody, bro. I'll be like, bro, I see you. I love you. Do your thing. But I gotta be mindful of that too, because everybody don't have that level of maturity, and everybody ego ain't that developed to where they can they can handle love.
Yeah, man. But it's been beautiful how we, this past cancer season, we were both we were nurturing ourselves. Yeah. No, really nurturing ourselves, bro.
Definitely.
Nurturing ourselves, using that feminine energy to nurture, the wounded little boy in us. Right? And then now that little boy, now he's a man. And now it's like, okay, what's a man do?
He's Haru.
He's Haru. So here we are in this hour with a full grip on both sides of our nature.
Definitely.
As a man, as a feminine, masculine, divine in both. So it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I get that nurturing side. And that nurturing side allows us to have the understanding that not everyone has been trained like us. Right? So it's not like we judge it. We don't judge people for taking vaccines. We don't judge people for being a part of the system. We don't judge people. All we are doing is showing you that this fairy tales ain't real. That's it. They ain't real. And also, look, they ain't real at a society level. They ain't real in a relationship level. That's not no, hell no, bro. Nah.
Yeah, it's funny, bro. It's funny.
Bro,
that's a good
not
point.
even close.
Because I was saying, talking to somebody about, like, that context of like watching like, to me, watching romance movies with a woman is like the equivalent of telling her to watch an hour-long porno with me as a man.
Oh man.
Right?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it say like, what? No, it's like, no, you need to understand this is your fantasy to you, that to a man is it's detestable.
Yeah.
It's detestable. It's like, I can't watch this because I know this isn't real.
Yeah,
This is
real.
This is geared to trigger your emotions. This is not geared to give you a false a reality sense.
No,
same with pornography. It's not made for reality.
It's made to trigger you.
It's made to trigger you.
It's made to stimulate you.
Yes, to stimulate you.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah.
And the moment you're done, you want to what? Cut it off.
Cut it off immediately. Right? Straight up. Straight up, bro.
All right.
It's a wrap. I'm good with that. Next.
Back to whatever it is I was thinking about.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, same with these romance movies. It's like, man. oh, now it's back to like,
it is porn. Man, that's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real. They're not models of behavior, and that's what. Yeah, it's like
especially movies like Twilight and stuff like that. Like, I've having conversations about Twilight. I don't know.
Did you watch Twilight?
Of course, I watched Twilight, man. I had girlfriends. I dated women, and
I understand.
I don't, and the conversation came up today about Twilight, about how just women understood because it's on Netflix now. So like, it's that energy is being resurrected, especially during camp season where women are watching Twilight again and be like, oh, I wish a man would do these things.
Oh man,
I wish a man would act like Edward. And it's like, no, you don't want a man to act like Edward. You really don't.
You don't want that.
And number one, that's a fantasy.
Yeah, bro.
I remember when that movie came out. I remember when that movie came out, and there was like the premiere was in down LA Live, and there were teenage girls who were literally camped out for days to see these characters in the premiere. Yeah. And I'm talking about like camped out tents.
I understand.
For days.
I understand.
And then seeing the movie and then getting that same interaction from a woman, it was like, oh, you're not like those. Like, no, I know you're smarter than that, but I just still understand. We're dealing with, they spent millions of dollars on this movie. For a reason. And the book was a powerful book. Like, I get it. I just know it's fantasy.
It's fantasy.
There's nothing wrong with watching fantasy, just as long as you leave it in the context of fantasy.
Yeah,
Enjoy it. Let it stimulate you.
Don't expect fantasy in real life.
You can't.
Don't make models of fantasy.
I'm not a vampire or a werewolf.
Actually, and then what?
I'm a West Side nigga from Compton, doing the best I can to stay sane.
Facts.
And to help my people.
Absolutely, facts. And the problem with making models of fantasy is that when reality doesn't match it to, when reality doesn't align with the fantasy, the model of the fantasy you prepared in your own mind, you dial back. You don't want to play the game
exactly.
Anymore. You don't want to play in the game anymore.
Yeah.
And then you attack the object of whatever you think should be operating as fantasy, and you destroy relationships.
On both sides. Like, man, like watching too much porn, bro, will destroy you. Because you will want her to like moan like that and look at you like that and sound. No,
dude, no.
It's a real person.
We could have a whole.
She's not going to moan like that every night,
bro. That's not. And then let's be let's be real about fucking porn, man. It's like
it's destructive.
You could probably make the argument for porn is the reason why men are so fucked up.
Definitely,
I would make. I think that argument could be made.
Definitely,
I think that could be
made.
I think that could be honestly made, bro.
It confuses your body.
Yeah.
It destroys your relationship with your mind and your body,
bro.
Because now you're giving your body a reward it didn't deserve.
That's
you're
right.
training your body for something that isn't based in reality.
Yeah.
So now your mind and your body are playing tricks on each other.
Absolutely, bro.
Because your mind is stimulated. Your body wants to just your body with your body. We haven't learned our body. Our body wants to reproduce.
Oh, man.
So if we're constantly triggering and constantly doing that, we are affecting, and we got to remember our prostate is a muscle.
Yeah.
And if we're continuously working out this, it's like lifting weights every single. You're not supposed to just continue to lift. You're working. It's a real muscle.
No.
So
man.
we're affecting our prostate, and then we're creating a false sense of reality within our body.
Yeah,
and
man.
it's definitely destructive.
And
like I said,
that's just the relationship with our own bodies, let alone females, bro. Let alone.
That's
bro.
a whole nother.
Oh my God.
Just within our own body.
Oh my God. With that, just with our own body.
With their own body and our own mind.
With females,
and our whole view of women.
And even porn is from the vantage point of what feels good for the man. It's like you are not trained to how to please a bro. It's so.
And then you immediately want to turn it off. So what do you do once you get that?
You fuck, bro. It's terrible.
Clock out. It's like okay. She's not a tab.
Yeah.
You can't just. She's not incognito,
bro.
You can't put her back to regular Google.
No, man.
You get what I'm saying? It's a real person.
It's a real person.
It's a real human being.
Oh man.
Definitely,
wow, bro.
Definitely, bro. No. And that's the deep work that we got to talk. We got to work on.
No,
that.
We got to talk
because
about it, bro.
Because it is destructive.
And it's making me uncomfortable because I was watching porn. Like I had friends that watched porn in first grade, bro. First grade.
I had I had a fifth grade friend.
Oh God.
Not a friend, but a dude in my fifth grade class said he wanted to grow up to be a porn star. Because he get to have sex with girls all day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I've had that.
Fifth grade.
Yeah, man.
Fifth grade.
That's a boy. That's a young boy that wants to be a porn star at fifth grade.
Fifth grade.
Man.
Definitely, it's affected. It's definitely done a number on men because it has definitely got us out of reality and into a fantasy world.
Oh man.
And it's making us waste our brain fluid,
bro.
Our most powerful energy base. You're destroying your light codes.
Okay, no, you should not be.
You're wasting them.
Ejaculating every day, bro. Like, no, that energy, that's your creative, that's your power, that's your God power.
And you shoot it out, and then you give it to like people are just shooting it out, and there's nothing, and then throw it in the trash. Even that whole mentality of like,
man,
I'm gonna discard.
I'm throwing my seed in the trash can.
We gotta heal. We gotta heal. Let's be.
I gotta heal, bro. No, this is real. No, we gotta heal. This is like I'm getting uncomfortable because, like, bro, oh my God, this is real. Okay, no. First, we talked about being called gay in high school. I gotta heal from that. Like, don't get it twisted, bro. Like, it was hard to talk. It still is hard to talk about that, man. Because like when we talk about it, my reflex is like, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? But I know objectively, who fucking cares? Like, ain't nothing. Like, I'm just me.
Back to like we said that. Bro. Back to like these toxic masculinity things. It's like, is that masculinity in itself?
Bro, it's not.
Right? You get what I'm saying? These things we view as toxic aren't masculinity.
They're the trappings.
Society has affected both.
They're the trappings of a fucked up society, man. And we're getting. Because
let's not act like women aren't dealing with that, if not worse, when we talking about like the self-pleasure, the intensity of self-pleasure, and the disconnect from reality.
Yeah.
Right? And now I don't even want to. We're gonna put a pin on that.
That's good.
But
that was a bar.
It's pretty deep on women.
No, it is.
There's machines and there's like portable penises, make believe,
absolutely,
phalluses.
That's right. It's fantasy, man.
Make believe penises.
Yeah.
And robotic penises.
Yeah. That's real.
So y'all.
That's on that.
Honor, pray for y'all, but I can't. Because I have let women. I have to let women. I'm not a dildo. Let's be very clear. I'm a human being. This is a muscle. This is a part of my body.
And you know what?
It fluctuates.
I don't like being treated like a dildo.
I'm not.
I don't like it.
I'm not.
I don't like being treated like a dildo. I don't like it.
It doesn't just wake up when you want it.
No.
It's not on your command. It's not just. This is a part of my body.
Yeah. Oh man.
This is a part of my body that blood flows down there from my brain.
Yeah.
In order to procreate. This is a part of the human anatomy.
Yes, sir.
This is not something you plug in and turn up and say go faster, go slower.
Yeah.
This isn't something that you have in your hand and you just pump and push until no. This is not a vibrator.
No.
Go get a vibrator or one of those for that.
If that's what you want.
If that's what you want.
You want to just talk.
And back to it once again.
Yeah, like I said, it's the same. Yeah, what'd you say earlier? It was, just clock in, clock out.
Clock in.
Clock in, clock out. There's no relationship. It's like, oh, that's done. Next, back to what you were thinking about. It's a transaction, right? Oh, man.
And mind you, the work needs to be done. We healing the work, and I feel like
we're hitting deep.
And we went there. We went there, and we there. I'm not pulling the punches because it's all they all coincide.
No, because like this is
the ascension.
This is ascension.
We gotta heal, and we gotta work on the
clearing. I've got to clear myself.
Definitely,
bro. Like first grade, like no, bro.
Yeah.
And I got children. I'm like, man, what am I doing to make sure they're not falling down that same path? Because if I do nothing, it's going to happen to them.
It's such a part of our society. You can't hide them from it.
You can't.
Like, it's impossible.
No, you cannot.
It's literally impossible.
No, man.
because it's on our commercials now, man.
Yeah, it is. No, it is straight up.
It's on TV.
No, man.
It's on every rap song.
Facts. No, stimulating.
It's on every R&B song.
Children in that. Oh my God, no.
There is no hiding from it.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why once again people talk about like, oh, you don't working with the government, and it's like, man, if you got an Instagram, you working with the government.
Facts, man. Yeah.
If you got a TV, you working with the government.
That's
if
right.
you got an iPhone, you working with the government.
That's
you on Google, you working with the government.
That's right.
If you on Facebook, you working with the government.
That's right. Man. Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, but it also goes back to why we need to be building our own communities and building our own environments and growing and being able to employ our people and being able to put them in nature and being able to help them to restore balance and help them develop and help them educate themselves on their body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Building our own school systems, building our own infrastructure. Like I definitely, it's so many layers to why we need to get back to the land.
Absolutely.
To why we need to work with nature again. Because definitely there are so many different layers in dynamics.
Yeah, it gets you out of this fantasy fairy tale bullshit into reality.
Yes.
The soil in and of itself will do that to you.
Definitely.
Man.
No, it definitely does. It definitely does.
Yeah. To be honest, I've never really taken a look back to the fact that porn and just my relationship with sex and women has had an effect on me, man.
It definitely does. Porn makes you lazy.
Fuck, man.
It makes you lazy in life because you're draining energy, and it makes you lazy in relationships because you feel entitled. You naturally feel entitled. You naturally feel like I don't necessarily need you, because we know in our subconscious mind we can go just type in whatever. We can just type in something.
Type it in.
You literally type in any keywords, whatever keywords you're feeling at this present moment, you can type it in.
That's right.
And your body can release to whatever it is you want.
Whatever it is, your fantasy.
Whatever it is you fantasize at this present moment.
At that present time, at that present moment, right? And you expect that level. You expect that from a human being.
But that's how we treat food. I want some of this right now. I'm gonna go there and get this right now.
Yeah.
We didn't have to work. We didn't have to earn. We didn't have to have no relation. We didn't have to build. We didn't have to cultivate no soil. We didn't have to have no reverence. We didn't have to have no respect. We didn't have to put anything into this. We just typed this in. Who's gonna drop off? Who's gonna deliver some food to me right now?
Oh my God.
Do. Yeah. Click go. Boom.
That's right, bro. Yeah. Man.
And the food gets dripped off at your house.
Yeah.
Okay. While you waiting on your food, who can I release to? Do. Okay. Boom.
Man. Then there's Tinder. Right.
And then there's Tinder.
Yeah. And that's no judgment because everyone on Tinder, bro. Like, not sure if you knew this, but that's just what it is. That's the reality. That's the reality.
Yeah,
I'm just
bro.
like,
it's levels and depths to this ascension, to this transcending, to this ego.
Yeah.
Because you gotta put the ego. The ego wants to hide lower. I've learned like ego's job is to like protect lower self. Like lower self, I got you. You can hide behind me, lower self. Don't worry. Nobody's gonna deal with you. And it's like, no, ego, it's okay. Scoot over. We're gonna talk to you, lower self. We see you, we love you, but we have to continue. You have to grow up.
We gotta confront that.
You gotta heal.
Yeah.
And you can't stay like that.
No.
And ego, we see you. You're here. Scoot over though.
Yeah.
Like just get thee behind me, Satan. You know what I'm saying? Ego.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna have we're not telling you to leave, but you cannot hide lower self.
No.
All the time.
No.
You can be here, and your lower self has developed you to work with him.
Yeah.
But higher self knows that it's okay to talk to lower self. It's okay that lower self confronts and addresses these things so that lower self can shift his mind and change.
Man, absolutely. No, we've got to heal that lower self.
Yeah.
Because that's just, we talked about, like, what we just done to ourselves in our own, but like what's been done to us, like all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
The body just wants to self-sabotage.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just wants to eat. It's like we have our body, the body is an animal.
Yeah.
The body wants to eat, reproduce,
sleep,
and then and then rid itself of waste.
Yeah, that's it. That's the function of the body.
That's the function of the body.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. So what is lower self operating at its? What is the function of lower self operating at its peak when it's operating?
General.
Yeah.
The general of your army.
Okay.
Like I always say, imagine Scar, Simba, Mufasa on the same page.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good team.
The lower self is the most intelligent of all.
Yeah.
The lower self has been here when you came into this. Lower self was here, right? Baby, crying, me, my. What is going on? Figuring this out, learning, processing, dealing with reality.
Yeah, that's real.
Right, and then trauma came. Naturally, trauma comes. It's a part of the human experience. There's no way to avoid trauma in the human experience.
No, sir.
So as you experience trauma, you develop the ego around puberty, and then now you're developing the ego. Now you're developing personality. Now you're developing who am I? What is me? Once again, now you're developing this ego to protect yourself so you can maneuver outside in society. Ego is for outside. Lower self is for inside. While you by yourself, that's you and lower self. When you go outside, it's ego. How you dress, how you interact, how you present yourself to society to protect yourself from experiencing more trauma.
Yeah.
And then you have, as you get older, you develop higher self, which knows, oh, wait a minute, I'm connected to something bigger, deeper. All is well. I'm safe. Everything's okay, right? Like knowing, like there's a God. I'm a part of something bigger. I'm a part of, grander things.
Yeah.
But different cultures learn, at least have a knowledge of higher self early on.
Yeah.
Our culture, we don't we learn it, but it's not really internalized.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No. Some people never learn it. No, let's be real. Some people never learn it. No. It's not learned. That's the problem. We stay in lower self.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not only we stay in lower self, we stay in a fucked up version of lower self. Right? And now we have a society where we expect instant gratification everywhere.
Yeah.
No, it's real, bro. And and this is even, we're talking about the necessity for really being self-sufficient and building your own ecosystems. That's even before, these are all the problems that were here before the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? Right? So I'm just like, we're making the argument. It's like, if you haven't been thinking like towards being self-sufficient, you've been caught up in the fantasy. Yeah, you've been caught up in the fantasy. And our objective is to call it out as such. It's like, yo, bro, it's fantasy, bro. It's like, you could, and people will be like, oh, I understand. I like it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Thinking about me is lower self because they're still rooted in survival.
Yeah.
Which is still rooted in animal instincts.
Yeah.
How can I eat? How can I survive?
Yeah.
How can I sleep?
Yeah.
How can I make sure I have a place to stay?
Yeah. And then we didn't choose a human body. We did not choose a human body to live like an animal.
Nah.
No, that's not the function. The human body is to explore the full totality of higher self.
As a more.
That's right.
As long.
That's right.
I'm here to travel. I'm here to travel, explore, expand expeditions. I'm here to go, continue to navigate, to discover, to learn, to elevate, to ascend, to transcend.
The function of the human body is self-discovery.
Definitely.
That is why we're here.
In this realm, definitely. And a lot of us stay in this rat race. A lot of us don't really go see the world. We're supposed to go see the world.
Yeah.
And learn and process and then bring that information back.
That's right.
And then go see the world. Go travel. Go experience. Like going to New York. I definitely
that was your first time in New York.
That's my first time in New York, bro. And I definitely feel much different. I feel more established. I definitely I feel different, bro.
Yeah.
I feel different being in that. I feel different being in those rooms. I feel different sitting at that table.
I understand.
Even if I was just sitting, even just me being there, I definitely feel different. I definitely feel like, oh yeah, I'm just now sitting here now, but I belong here.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I paid to be here. Like literally, I paid to be here, and I don't take that for granted that I have the resources to be able to come and pay to be here.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that's a real thing to me. Like that's if anything, that's just showing me that I am at a higher level within myself.
Absolutely,
because I have the resources and the time and the infrastructure and the knowledge base and the awareness and the urgency and the proactiveness to take it upon myself to make sure that I can be here to sit at this table.
Yeah, man.
And to be in just awareness and the proximity of people who are leading the nation.
Yeah, absolutely.
In our culture.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I don't take that for granted.
No, not at all, man.
Even if I don't have to shake every hand and be everybody's best buddy.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need a photo with everybody or I need to talk to everybody or nothing like just the reality of knowing that I put myself in this position. I put myself on this at this table. Right. Nobody asked me to come sit at this table. You know what I'm saying? I paid to be here at this table.
That's right. And you were supposed to be there.
Yes.
That's exactly where Allah wanted you to be.
Yes.
That's right. And in this hour that we're currently in, everywhere that we are, we're supposed to be there.
Definitely.
Yeah. So like right now, like the stakes are so high that he's only going to have us travel where we're needed.
Yeah.
Right. So there's not a coincidence that.
And I can be myself. I can be at this table and still be calm and mild-mannered and, relatively reserved.
Yeah.
I'm happy, but I'm also a relatively reserved person. I'm in a brand new environment. I'm in New York. I don't know anybody here. I'm sitting at this table. It's a bunch of rich people, a bunch of fly people I look up to, people I respect, people that I'm just honored to be in their presence of, honored to just have awareness of. Yeah, people have awareness of me. Like that's I don't take that like I said, I don't take that lightly to just be in proximity with people who I see are leading our culture.
That's right.
Just to have that awareness is a big deal.
That's right.
For me.
That's right.
Because those are the seeds being planted where 5, 10, 20 years from now, I'm like, where was you at when this whole thing shifted? I was there.
Yeah.
And I had people say, oh no, he was here. He was there.
That's right.
Where was you at when black people shifted their their whole economic destiny? Oh, I might not know, bro, but I know bro was at that table.
That's right.
I know bro was there. I know bro showed up. I know bro was in the gala. I know bro had that turban on.
That's right.
I know bro was talking about agriculture.
That's right.
I don't really know too much about bro, but I'm aware.
He was there,
and bro's aware.
That's right. He was there.
You get what I'm saying?
That's right.
And I don't take that lightly.
Yep. Where were you when the entire economic destiny of black people shifted? They know where we are. We out here putting in work. We putting in work. We're busy, and our people know that we just work. We're builders. Like they may not know much about us, but they give us that respect because they're like, oh, you're doing what I really need to be doing. But I'm glad you're doing it because I feel better.
Right? I'll tell you what,
it's my job.
I passed out damn near every business card I had.
Yeah. Damn.
However you feel about it, however anybody feel about it. Yeah. He came out here to network and meet people. That's right. Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, I did. I came out here to get as much bridging as I could too.
Absolutely.
I came out here to tap into this resource that I invested into and to maximize my time and to maximize my investment and to maximize my awareness and maximize the energy.
Yeah.
I'm a maximizer. I'm a shoot to the. I came here. I'm trying to shoot through. I'm trying to Steph Curry this.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to Kevin Durant this. I don't take this lightly. I ain't come out here to just be seen and be cute. I came out here to build.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Who's trying to build? Who's trying
to build?
Who's trying to build on top of this building?
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? Who's trying to build on top of the build? We already building, so I'm trying to build more.
That's right. And the thing about because we're of like mind. You know what I'm saying? And I take pleasure in knowing that if you're somewhere, you need to be there, and I need to pay attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just when I'm fighting, when I'm doing my thing, that's where Allah wants me.
That's what,
and we don't got to do what each other's doing because we both have roles. You know what I'm saying? It's like I told you yesterday, I had that cognition that your Department of Agriculture, I'm Department of Defense. Straight up, we are the pillars of nationhood, and we both know some about the other side, but we have our specialties, bro.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm an ambassador, man.
That's right, man. Yeah.
I've learned to be an ambassador. I can move. I can go places and be mild mannered, be well reserved, and be quiet and speak to who I speak to. But I'm speaking to them though. You get what I'm saying? That's I learned that I don't have to. Everybody doesn't have to know who I am.
Yeah, man.
But a lot of people are aware of me, and I'm aware of a lot of people.
Yeah,
I know who a lot of people are, which surprises a lot of people because I don't know who you are. And he's like, "Who are you? Don't worry."
Yeah, all around. Yeah, yeah.
You know, you'll find out. Or it's like, "Hey, I know you from somewhere."
Yeah. What I'm realizing is we're so invested at the grassroots level and doing the actual work is that we are solely focused on impact.
That's how we got connected. People was like, man, you know what? Like back to how he's like, bro, y'all gotta talk, bro. Y'all gotta talk. Y'all gotta connect.
Yeah, we feel it, man. Because when people see us, then we're not clout chasing. We don't want followers. We're not going from, that's not our objective. We don't want fame followers. We want the rise of our people.
Definitely.
And do that. You need to, and if we want that, which we both do, we need to do the most impactful shit we can.
Definitely.
Using our skill sets.
Definitely.
And that's what we do.
We can't hide.
No.
I have to accept that. I can't hide.
We can't.
I don't need to be at the forefront, but I can't hide.
That's right, bro.
And when it is time for me to be present, I have to be present.
That's right, bro.
And sometimes it does, like last week, sometimes it does take me having a couple of extra, drinks, because I do get a little bit more loosened up when I sip a little bit.
I understand.
I was a little turned. So some people might have been like, bro's a little turned, but guess what? I was turned. I was definitely turned.
I've never seen you turn.
Bro, it was so much fun in there though, bro. But the energy was crazy in there, bro.
Good.
The energy was crazy, man. Good. Energy was so beautiful. Energy was phenomenal. It was some phenomenal energy. It's a night that nobody wanted to end. Good. I guarantee you. It was a night that we all
Was it Friday night or Saturday?
It was Friday night.
Oh, it was Friday.
It was a night that we all.
You flew in on Thursday, right?
I flew in.
Good.
I flew on Thursday night. Got there Friday morning.
Where'd you stay, bro? Yeah.
I stayed at this hotel called the Aloft. It's like under the Marriott umbrella.
Cool.
Nice little plot. Nice
in Manhattan, right?
In Manhattan.
Did you go to Brooklyn or anything?
Nah, I went to Times Square. I was in New York, man.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, you did Times Square, man. You did New York.
I was in Times Square. Times Square is crazy, bro. It's 3 a.m. and everybody's outside. The lights is bright. It's like 7:00, but it's 3 a.m.
New York is special, bro.
Everybody's outside.
New York is special, man. I love New York. I went to school East Coast. I would always go to New York, but it's special, bro.
It's different.
It's different than LA. Well, explain that. I can explain it, but I want to hear your perspective because then that you just went. What's the difference?
The energy was just different.
Yeah.
Right. And then of course Times Square, where it's like it doesn't end until the sun comes up.
Yeah.
And then by the time the sun comes up, it's starting again.
That's right.
But it doesn't end.
Yeah.
It's easy to be on Times Square till 6 in the morning.
Understand.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, yo, what's up? What's up? What's good? I'm constantly people walk on to me like, what's up, bro? It's like, photographers want to take photos.
Yeah.
Young dudes like, yo, bro, I see you, bro. What's good? Let's tap. Like people just want to tap. I'm used to that. I'm like a lone wolf at times, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of times, a lot of people will see me and they're like, all right, bro, I'm with you. What's up? I don't know what you on, but bro, I'm on your team. Let's go. What we doing?
Understood.
And I got to get used to that.
Yeah.
So that's how even New York, I can be outside by myself and it's like 2-3 people like, nah, bro, whatever you on, I'm with you, bro. Let's go. Where we at tonight?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, look, I don't know. I don't live here. You know what I'm saying? We can mop around. That's just the anywhere I go is like that.
Yeah.
Where so
I understand.
It was just the energy was just. It was bright though. Like they call it this, it's bright lights, but it's really bright lights, bro. Where it's like it's just like you're in a movie.
Yeah.
And then to see like World Standard Exchange in Times Square.
Yeah.
And it's like this is real.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's like constantly being a commercial. Like every hour you're seeing World Standard Exchange on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing Dr. Chris Cole and his accolades and seeing World Standard Exchange on there. It's like, dang, like this is something that I've invested into and I'm gonna reap the benefits of this. And this is now a part of like society.
Yeah.
Like understand like Dr. Chris Cole has taken companies public before.
Yeah.
And just really processing, seeing that being in New York on a business trip where I paid for a VIP experience and then I'm in Times Square and I'm watching what I paid to just come and celebrate, be a part of Times Square's their constant commercials. And it's like the things we're doing are going to be a part of society, a part of the world economy in time.
Absolutely.
you know, and I don't take that lightly. Like I said, I don't take that lightly, sitting at that table for the VIP experience, just being in that small amount of time and just being there, just seeing it, just experiencing, just looking around like, yo, this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And like, this is something I invested into myself, and I reaped so many benefits. But just knowing I invested into that and in being, you know, like there's so many layers to being in New York because of like my own personal journey, and then my own personal journey of mind you, like you said, I'm still really reserved at times. So being there, being reserved, but still being comfortable enough to like dialogue. And then like just experience stuff and just see the founders, seeing them just be regular good people, laughing, joking. They over there doing their thing. I'm just sitting there like, that's what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like just people around the table behind me, people next to me, talking with people. And it's like I'm in New York, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then go to Times Square and it's just like bright lights and everybody's up.
I get it.
And then Sunday, bro.
You had a good time, bro.
I can keep talking, you see, but it's like, it was different. It was just very different. The whole my New York experience was different than maybe anybody else's because it was so many layers to why I was there and what I was doing while I was there and what I saw and what I experienced.
Yeah.
In my life and in my journey.
No, it's like you went to New York, I went to Puerto Rico, and we were both supposed to have that experience, man. Because we're both expected to be present.
Shout out to the brother Viamechi.
Yeah.
Because he was like our angel, man. You know what I'm saying?
Came through.
Shout out to that brother for real, bro. Shout out to you.
Yeah, that's right. And you know,
I don't take that bro lightly, man.
Nah, man. Yeah, and he's we're all angels, we're all builders, man. And what I'm realizing, it's like the nature of our work is like we don't chase clout. We don't want the followers are going to happen eventually, whatever. But that's not what we go for.
Mm-hmm.
We're going for the impact, right?
Yeah.
So what that means, it's like that type of work. That's the work. That's the work of agriculture. It's a long game.
Long game.
It's a long game.
Plant the seed.
It's a very long game.
I planted I planted a tree.
But yeah,
to
exactly.
me, that was me like planting a tree.
We're redwoods.
You get what I'm? Yeah. That was me planting a redwood.
Some people are corn. It's quick. You know. Some people are. We're redwoods, bro. And so like,
for real.
So let the corn be the corn. But we're planting the seeds for a long ass run.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, and that's
how
I feel now. And so
I planted a lot of I planted a lot of seeds.
Yeah,
and then I planted a redwood.
Yeah,
and so
yes, sir.
Like, so it's like
yeah,
that happened.
Yeah, man, and but given that, it's like we can't, as redwoods, we can't expect to be growing like corn, right? And that's part of it. That's fine. That's fine.
Long game.
It's long game. It's just that, but a redwood is impactful, and it's long. And that's what I'm rest assured. Like, we on impact, bro, all the time.
Yeah, and resources, man.
Yeah, man. Impact, resources, and then putting other people on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, putting
in time.
Yeah, that's right, in time.
Because I want you to anyone could join my BWO link is in my bio.
That's right.
If you want to join, yours is in your bio. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yes, it is. Yeah,
I'm planning to see. Like I said, I'm planning like that's long game. That's so long game to me because right. Like whether people conceptualize what it is that is, this is or not, that's not up to me.
Yeah,
it's up to me to just know that this is something that continue to ties us together and continue to just shifts our entire perspective of reality.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's encouraging and affirming, energizing. I feel energized. I feel empowered to be able to go back into my arena and move forward because I am inspired by those brothers. Yeah. I have seen people out there that inspired me, which inspires me to come back and like once again, like I need to make sure that when these seeds and these redwoods grow, then we're good over here.
That's right.
Oh yeah, everything I said, it's coming to pass.
That's right.
Let's go. Let's run it.
That's right.
We have conversations about just different dynamics and different visions we have, and I'm definitely learning like the training aspect of agriculture is going to be what I
Training.
Yeah, it's what I'm gonna be like. How I'm gonna really get involved.
That's right.
That training aspect, that preparing people to put them here. You go out there.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. There's training in regard to actually stewarding of the land.
Yeah.
And there's training in regard to the administration of the business of agriculture.
Yeah.
So it's like it's one thing to get land, but actually it's like, okay, well, do you know the seasons? Do you know how you're going to get your products to market? Like this, like you said, so many layers.
So many layers.
And then once you realize the layers, you realize buying the land was the easy part, bro.
And the training is real time. So it's like we'll be training while farming. So it's not like we won't be distributing and selling the food while we're training. That is a part of the training.
Yeah.
The full ecosystem. I'm learning that too. The full ecosystem is a part of the training. So what's been put upon me is like, focus on the training, because that's how we're going to get the land.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to get the resources, is we're going to be the ones who do the training.
Absolutely.
So it's imperative that we get this.
Yeah.
Because now we are affecting the global economy.
That's right.
The city, the state, the nation economy. Yeah. We're shifting the economy.
Yeah, and in order for training, you need resources.
Definitely.
In order to get resources, you need to be plugged into the place that have resources.
Definitely.
One of which just happens to be the USDA.
One of which.
Yeah, one of which. One of many. But it's one of which. That is right here.
And
readily available.
Yeah.
And they have hundreds of billions of dollars of funding. Period.
Consecutively.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
We went in.
Yeah, man. We did. No, but it's just, I'm still reeling from what we talked about, because I'm really like dialing back all those moments where I was like, oh man, that affected that. That affected that relationship, man. No, and you got to think relationships are everything in life. Relationships allow you that's why you're here, to build. They allow you to experience who you are. They're the canvas, right? So if you are doing things that are non-conducive to healthy human relationships, you're ruining this opportunity in this body. It's completely fucked up, man.
Definitely.
Because we came here.
What's the first relationship?
With self. With self. That's right. Yeah, and we came here to the whole function of the human experience is self-discovery, self-realization. That's why, ants don't do that. Ants eat their animals. Nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. But you're gonna waste a human body living like an animal, bro. And I've done it. But now that I go back,
and you're literally wasting human bodies.
And that part.
Man.
No, that part. That part. And just having gone through, like, let's be real, let's go back, bouts of celibacy, of self-improvement. Celibacy. Yeah, I've done it. And it's just like, man, that has done so much. It taught me that I didn't need it. Yeah, man, it's no joke.
Charges you up. You got way more energy, way more focus, way more mental clarity.
No joke, bro. It's no joke. And like now,
because you tame the beast.
Tamed it, and you realize you don't need to always be satisfying that beast. Mm-hmm. Nah, man, it's just a thing. But that beast can be, like you said, the lower self can be retrained, can be reprogrammed, can be rechanneled. That energy can be rechanneled to do higher order shit.
Definitely.
And so that's what celibacy does for a man. And let's be real about black men. Like that's our shit. That's like the only source of gratification in this material universe right now.
We've been programmed to be we're the only one. I get it. We're handsome and we're sexy, but we have been programmed to weaponize our sexual energy and to just only to be. We're like. Us being sexy is used against us, and that's how we feel like we can only navigate through being sexy.
Yeah, that's not all I am.
Yeah,
and then we were talking.
But I get it. I'm sexy.
Yeah,
I get it. Maybe not to everybody, but I'm sexy because I have charisma.
That's right.
So I have to learn that too.
That's right.
But like like you were saying, like there's a difference. Sacral energy.
Good word.
Sexual energy is a part of sacral energy.
Yeah.
So we focus on the sexual and not the sacral. Like you said, we can redirect that.
Absolutely.
Rechannel that.
Yeah.
When you get turned on or your body wants to release, work out, go for a jog.
That's right.
Do some art.
That's right.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Get up.
Go train.
Just get up.
Yeah.
Get up out of that funk.
That's right.
You're bored. A lot of times.
It's bored. Yeah.
You be bored.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
You're
People
bored,
just be bored.
there's some stuff that you don't want to confront.
Definitely. That's something you don't want to think about.
Something you don't think about, or something you don't want to do.
Something you don't want to do. Something you don't want to do.
So you just go watch porn.
And your mind says, "Oh yes, yeah, no, it's
for real.
It's very real.
For real.
It's very real. Let's talk about it. It's very real.
For real. For real.
So it's like knowing that and then leaning in, processing that.
That's right, man.
Why do I all of a sudden want to do this while I know I should be doing it?
I should be doing X. I should be doing Y.
And feel it and process. And also, number one, release the shame and guilt from when you do it.
It's right, man.
Except this is a part of my body wants to do this. I'm not going to shame and guilt my body.
No.
But I'm going to do better next time.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Absolutely.
Don't go, oh man, I hate myself. No.
No. Yeah. Clear that search history and move on.
Cut off incognito and get back to regular Google and focus on
get back to work. Go back to work, bro. It's okay. It's okay.
Because it's okay. Just do better.
Yeah, just
try again.
Now you know.
Try again.
And then now
try again later on in the day.
As soon as you're done, you know you're done. You shouldn't be doing. You know. That's like the first thing that hits you. It's like, oh, why'd I do that?
Because that body. But we also have been crazy. We have been so programmed to get shame and guilt. That's a part of it. How your body goes. How can I create some shame and guilt now?
Yeah.
I know how we can create some shame and guilt. Let's waste your vital life energy.
Yeah.
Boom. This is the greatest way to create shame and guilt.
Body. That's what it is. It's body life energy, bro. It's life. It's
life
literally.
Energy.
It's literally life.
It's our DNA.
Just gonna bust it out there.
It's our genetic code. It's our superpower.
No joke, man.
It's our DNA. It's our brain fluid.
You're just gonna throw in the trash, bro.
That's electrically charged to be able to leave your body.
Absolutely, man. No, you're just gonna let it out there.
You just want to just shoot it out right now because you're bored in the middle of the day,
man,
or because you're sleepy, or of course you're whatever, bro. No, figure it out.
Or because you're amped up because you want to go to sleep. Yeah, bro. But through all of them, man,
it's not a negative thing because we do have energy. So sometimes our body just wants to release to relax. But that's because when you do that, your body goes back to repairing itself.
Yeah.
So we've been so programmed that your body only sleeps by repairing itself from you releasing its vital life fluid.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of energy to create an electrical charge and release that.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's imperative that we just consciously do better.
That's right,
and make the conscious effort to dial it. Dial it
and
back.
then let's be real. With black men, the expectation is that we live for sexual gratification.
Exactly,
that's the expectation, and so and then expectation that like they expect our behavior to conform to that. But also, and when we'll say for women, for example, that there are women who just like literally view us as sex objects, and I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
Don't get twisted, bro. Like I've taken advantage of that, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm fuck that, man. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like I know, but I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I've never really liked like being intimate with someone who I can clearly tell was not interested in me as like a human being.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? It's like, oh, you just want to. Oh, okay, all right, I'll do it. But now I look back on that, I'm like, man, that harmed me.
Definitely,
right?
Affects your self-esteem.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're gonna start a whole nother episode right now, bro.
Ooh.
You get what I'm saying?
We went there. Man.
We're gonna have a whole nother episode.
Man, we talked masculine last time, and this time we went there.
Because that's a whole episode.
Absolutely, bro.
Because it's a part of the ascension, and it ties into agriculture.
That's real, man.
Like I said, a lot of time we just be bored.
Yeah.
A lot of time we got too much energy because we did no real work.
You're just gonna fucking throw seeds in the ground?
You're gonna
throw seeds in the trash, bro?
In the trash.
You gonna throw seeds in the trash? It doesn't make sense.
Because you ain't got nothing. You could deplete your energy through working out agriculture.
Yeah.
You could increase your focus by working out agriculture.
Yeah.
There's so many ways of agriculture is the answer.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you eat actual electrical foods, then your hormones are more balanced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We be forgetting that these foods that we eat affect our hormones.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We forget that fried food creates cortisol, which makes you want to feel like cortisol makes you lazy. It makes you feel fulfilled. Like the food we eat sugar is affecting our bodies.
Yes, sir.
The food we eat is affecting our bodies.
Yes, sir.
Which is affecting our glands.
Yes, sir.
Which is affecting our hormones and our emotions and our thoughts and our feelings. Our minds are clear, cluttery. So many layers too why we need to be getting back to the land.
Absolutely, man.
Eating organic food, working out, getting in therapy, being in nature, meditating, building for ourselves, having more energy, working out, building our testosterone.
Yeah, man. Breaking the fantasy, bro.
Breaking the fantasy.
Gotta break that fucking fantasy. It's gotta go.
That's the name of this episode.
Break the fantasy.
Break the fantasy, bro.
Okay, let's do it. There it is.
There it is.
Break the fantasy. Break the fantasy.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
Sir. Yeah, no. We're breaking the fantasy.
You're breaking the fantasy. Facts, man.
Man, no, we went in. No, we went there. No, we need. Man,
we here.
Nah, we here,
we
bro.
we came here.
Yeah, we are,
because it's a needed conversation, micro by macro.
No, we're gonna do a lot of service to men specifically, but also women to get the understanding. It's like, no, that's not the
y'all gonna have to figure that
that's
out
right.
with y'all with them situations.
That's their job.
Y'all gotta figure that out. I can't tell y'all what to do with that, but
you got to.
That's not normal. That's not normal and natural.
No.
And it's
very. Are we talking about Twilight? Or are we talking about the dildos?
Both, all of it, right? They go hand in hand.
Yeah, absolutely. They do. No, they do. Yeah.
You can say what you want to say about men, but we don't have portable vaginas.
It's true. Some do. It's not as common.
It's not as common. It's not as scale to just let me pop in let me just pull out a vagina out of my drawer.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
And just
it's a wrap.
What?
Yeah.
Like what? That's not normal.
It's not normal.
That's not normal.
It's not normal. None of this is.
It's not normal. I don't care what nobody says. That's not normal. None of this is normal. I agree. You're right. No finger pointing.
No, we really.
Well, that's not. I know finger pointing, but that's not normal.
No,
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna say that it's not normal, and the scale of it is getting much more higher.
It's getting ridiculous right now to where.
It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous where it's normal. It's becoming normal.
And then people are trying to hang on to this bullshit.
It's becoming normal, and that's not normal.
Yeah.
Because it is a fake part of somebody's body. You are saying you want this part of the human body without the human body. To the point where now you don't even want the man.
You don't want the man.
To the point where you want the women who put one, literally will strap one on them.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah,
y'all got it. I can't. Y'all gotta have some conversations. Y'all gotta have some conversations.
That's right.
About that.
That's real.
Because you looking at because I'm not going for it.
No, sir. No, sir.
And we're gonna leave it. Listen,
it's a wrap, bro. We said what we need to say.
You said what we need to say, man. Bro. And I don't feel bad about saying that.
No, not at all, bro. It's gotta be said. It's uncomfortable truths, but and they're uncomfortable because it's hard to have these
because we all know.
We all know.
Everybody knows. Nobody want to talk about it.
Everyone got dirt in this lane, bro. Every last human being got dirt in this lane. We all know.
We all know.
We all know. We all know. We all know. So it's just like we here and we having this conversation now. Let's close it out, bro. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, and Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee alone do we serve, thee alone do we beseech for divine aid. Guide us on the right path, the path upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not upon whom thy wrath has been brought down, nor upon those that go astray. Ameen.
Ameen. It's not normal, man.